what are some of the pitfalls? I promised at the beginning of the session that for the Go Seller session that we would be talking about some tips that you might not know or tricks that you might not be aware of when it comes to some of the fees or some of the associations when it comes to doing business with Amazon. After all, again, this is about we don't want to be anything that's hidden. We want to make sure we uncover and we know what our cost of business is. So there is a program called Amazon Currency Converter for Sellers, or ACCS. This is a program that Amazon launched to help people who are not in one country that are doing business in that country, but they need to receive money in their localized economies. So, for example, that would be if I'm in the United States, and if I decide to sell in Canada, I have no use for Canadian dollar here in my local. If I'm going to buy groceries or pay my employees here locally, or anything here in my local economy, I very rarely would use Canadian dollar here in my economy. So I want to be able to have my US dollar. But when I'm selling in Amazon charges the buyer Canadian dollars, and they receive Canadian dollars. But the program was created so that for the seller like myself, once I receive those funds and every 2 weeks I get my remittance paid out to my local bank account, they will convert it for me, but at a cost. Of course, Amazon, with convenience comes cost, and there's always a catch. And with that catch, I'm going to go ahead and kind of bring back up to make sure that you all understand that with that convenience comes cost. Amazon will convert the funds for you every 2 weeks, and they will convert it without hesitation every 2 weeks for you. But that comes at a fee, and I will blow up the screen again for you so you can see it comes with a percentage of your revenue at the end of the day. So that is after your referral fees, your warehousing fees, all of the fees associated with the traditional FBA model. You're going to pay that, and then you should have your net revenue. But Amazon will still convert your revenue over for you at another percentage of costs. So as you can see, ACCS, if you're doing an annual monthly income, even if I'm selling $1,000 in Canada, for example, Amazon will charge me 1.5% on that initial monthly volume to charge me just to convert my funds over to my local bank account. So if I'm doing $1,000 Canadian dollars, they're going to charge 1.5% to exchange that over to my bank account in the United States. That is a lot as you start to scale. As you can see, $12,000 over the year. That's not too much. That's not terrible much if you're a seasoned seller. But as you grow, you can see that that's $60 that Amazon took from me. That was mine, but they converted it for me. But as I grow, that number starts to skyrocket. So if you're doing $10,000 a month, that goes up to $600 a year that you're losing out on. Or if you do $100,000 a month or $1 million, now we're cooking. Now we're working with gasoline. We're actually growing our business in all these marketplaces. And again, this is just in each marketplace that you're operating at Amazon. Every time that you convert, and if you're working on that monthly volume, just for example, that $100,000 or that $1 million monthly volume, you're going to see that number start to skyrocket in terms of annual savings that you could be saving when you use the likes of a ping pong. Just for clarification, their rates, Amazon's ACCS rates do go down the more you sell, but when you work with the likes of a ping pong, those rates are always going to beat out Amazon.
Hey, it's Ria Mittal here. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to Seller App's main YouTube channel, where we upload all things Amazon and some how-to guides that will make sure that you're winning on Amazon. You will not get this anywhere else. Until the next time, happy selling.